Honestly, there's really not much context I can give for Spider-Man 24/7, because it's just really good. I mean, it's that simple. But, plus, Dan Slott's writing talent is in here. That alone should convince you this book is worth reading. But, I mean, I guess if it doesn't, I can also tell you that Fred Van Lent, Zeb Wells, and Mark Waid also contribute to the writing front alongside artists Paulo Siqueira, Paulo Rivera, and Barry Kitson, among others. This is definitely a varied book, and it collects Amazing Spider-Man number 589 to 594, and Amazing Spider-Man Extra number 2 and 3. Strangely though, issue 3 of Extra isn't credited in the copyright information, but it's in there. See? Anyways, there isn't one definitive storyline throughout this book. The titular arc, 24/7, written by Mark Waid, takes place after Spider-Man goes to the Macroverse with the Fantastic Four, detailed in the 2-issue arc written by Slott. There's an issue detailing a hangout session with Wolverine, and a short recap-esque issue in the form of Extra number 3. There's a whole lot going on in this book, but there's one common theme throughout it: it's entertaining. Regardless of writer, Spidey's wit is just what you want to see from the wall crawler, but of course there are standout instances. And regardless of artist, characters, especially Spidey, and settings look great, and action is portrayed beautifully. But of course there are standout instances. One such instance, in regards to both writing and art, is seen in issue number 589. Written by Van Lent and penciled by Siqueira, issue 589 is very well-rounded. The art is definitely the best in the book. Peter looks great out, and especially in costume, the latter looking very McFarlane-ish at times. The one-off's writing is pretty solid too, with some clever lines and an awesome reference to the Nolan Batman movies. The resolution of the return of the Spot actually isn't resolved. There's a hilarious bit detailing Spidey's incomprehension, and the final panel gives a cool little bit of foreboding. And that's just one issue. Speaking more about the other arcs would include a lot of spoilers, but suffice to say, the problems Peter encounters during and because of his Macroverse trip with the FF have pretty significant effects on his life. It's an interesting bit of convenient plot manipulation that doesn't come off as cheap or contrived for one purpose. Art in these issues is a little more realistic and thus not truly my style, but it always amazes me how great the actual Spidey design can look regardless. Even in the Wolverine issue, actually the weakest link in terms of art, and maybe writing, but it's still a great issue, and that's just really representative of the whole book. The weakest issue is still great. This is such a fantastic book, filled with all the old Parker luck that makes Spider-Man stories interesting, because, it makes you care about the character. And there's a new Vulture. He's kind of gross.